Hello, manifestors. Let's talk about the 3D today. Oh, that 3D. Isn't it heavy? So, I'm not going to make this video very long and I'm going to go to the point because I see that many of you are referring to the 3D the wrong way. And that's why you're stuck. All right. By the way, if you want to take advantage of my current low coaching prices, do it within the next 2 weeks. If you book now, even if I see you in 3 weeks from now, you will take advantage of those lower price because May 1st, we are leveling up and my prices will go up because we are on the roll. We are manifesting our desires already. No more dragging our feet, no more any of that. You are going to get it, my friends. And also, starting May 1st, I'm going to have a group coaching. And in the near future, I do not know exactly the date, I'm going to add 2 courses. One to manifest a specific person, one to manifest money. And I know that they are going to roll. But like I said, this is for the near future, but I do not have a specific date yet. In the meantime, remember that I have a guide, the complete manifesting guide, that's going to help you, especially if you're still new at this law, to understand the true and real basis that you need to know about this law. With all that said, without further ado, let's go into the topic of our video today. Do you know what gets you stuck the most? When you are manifesting a specific desire, whether it's a specific person, whether it's money, whether it's health, whether it's anything else specific that you are manifesting. Do you know what is delaying your manifestation the most? Or making you go 2 steps forward and 1 step backward every time? Well, that thing is noticing and reacting to your 3D circumstances. But not only noticing, reacting, but spreading more of it. How do you spread your current reality more? By thinking about it, talking about it, and sometimes writing about it. This, my dear friends, every time you do this, I don't care what your circumstances are, every time you do that, every time you entertain more your 3D circumstances in one way or another, sometimes by keeping on telling yourself the old story back there, you are delaying your manifestation. And the reason why you're not seeing your manifestation manifesting, it's because you are delaying it more and more and more and more. This is why Neville said this: thoughts do not recede into the past, rather, they advance into the future to confront us so that we may see that which we have planted, either wisely or unwisely. Isn't it clear? Guys, even if you do read Neville, which I hope you do, but all you do is read Neville, oh yeah, that looks nice, that sounds nice, but you do not understand it for yourself and compare what he's saying to what you're doing and apply what you're reading, what you're learning. If you don't do that, nothing will change for you. I mean, I swear, there are some people out there, some of you listening right now, watching right now, who I have told, I don't know, not twice, not 3 times, probably more than a dozen times. And if it's you, I know you know who you are. And by the way, it's not just one person, not just one of you, many of you. I have told you things dozens of times by now. And you still don't apply it. And many of those people are people asking questions through social media, by the way. And maybe they don't value free answers on social media. I don't know. And this is why, guys, you still don't have your desire. So the thing is this. Whether it's Neville telling you, whether it's me, whether it's other good coaches out there telling you the same thing. But you just, oh yeah, that sounds nice, but you're not applying it. I mean, I swear, I wish I could tell you, things will change because the law is like, oh, they've been trying for so long. No. Unfortunately, that's not how the law works, right? And I'm talking for myself here, my own experience. Trust me, the law never had pity on me because that's not how the law works. Doesn't have any pity on you. It's completely impartial, so you can make the same mistakes for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years or more. The law doesn't care. It is impartial. Either you apply the rules for your own benefit, either you apply the rules for your own detriment. If you keep on telling me exactly what you shouldn't be telling me, which is about your old story, about your circumstances, if you don't stop doing that, but live once and for all in your wish fulfilled, nothing will change for you. And that goes for whatever techniques you are using. Because the techniques don't manifest, guys. The techniques are there to change you, to change the way you think, the way you feel, the way you are. If the techniques don't change you, well, I'm sorry. You could play with techniques forever and ever and still come back to me or anyone else, any other coaches out there and say, I'm not manifesting my desire. Why? Well, that's why. You are wasting your time doing techniques because the whole time you keep on telling yourself the old story. You are not controlling your inner conversations. What are you telling yourself all day long? What are you hearing your SP telling you all day long? What are you hearing other people telling you about yourself, no matter what your situation is and no matter what your desire is? Neville says this. If that can help you understand what I'm talking about here. As we control our inner talking, matching it to our fulfilled desires, we can lay aside all other processes. And we know that Neville was pro imaginal acts, right? But at the same time, he was well aware that you could be a master at doing imaginal acts. But if all day long you have inner conversations, inner talking that are completely contradicting what you just imagined last night or a few hours ago, it's going to be useless. Because what you do most, what you believe most, the state that you are returning to the most is going to be what wins at the end of the day. That's completely natural. The state that you are constantly returning to, it's your dwelling home, as Neville said. So it's the state that you are manifesting from. And a very easy way to know in what state you are dwelling in, it's by noticing what your natural inner conversations are all day long. Here is a typical real-life example. Oh, I've done my SATs last night and it felt so good. I was with my SP. It felt really good. I felt really in it. I was really in the scene. And a week later, the person tells me, what really bothers me is that I am still blocked. I am still blocked. Since last December, I am still blocked. So I really have a hard time believing that this is possible. What do you think is going to win the game? Your beautiful imaginal act, even if you fell asleep doing that? Or your constant inner conversations? I am blocked. I am blocked. I am blocked. This is a fact. I am blocked. And I'm telling you, I really have trouble believing that I can be with my SP because I'm still blocked. Frankly, guys, please don't fool yourself any longer if you have been until now, until this video, fooling yourself this way. I can do my SAT on one hand, but I can be the old man all day long. No, even Neville, who used to love SATs, was a master at SATs, was the teacher of SATs, state akin to sleep, but still said, as we control our inner talking, matching it to our fulfilled desires, we can lay aside all other processes. That includes SATs. As a matter of fact, guys, when I analyzed my own life, my own processes, how I manifested naturally before I knew this law, which I totally encourage you to do, figure out what is your most natural way of manifesting before you knew the law, and you'll know the best technique for you, right? For me, how I manifested most of the big things that I have manifested was my inner conversations. Yes, I have a huge imagination, so I have a lot of images in my head all the time since I can remember. I mean, when I used to be little, I used to be making whole movies in my head. So yes, I have a visual that is strong, but my inner conversations are even stronger. It's through my inner conversations that I've manifested my whole life the most. So again, Neville is 100% right in what he's saying, as he usually is. So guys, don't be fooled by your 3D reality. Whatever you are going through right now, it's what you've been entertaining in your mind until now or until recently. And this is why you have that picture, that movie in your 3D playing right now. Because it's what you've just been completed in your mind. If you want that movie, that picture, to change tomorrow, even though I'm not talking about literally tomorrow, but in the near future, as far as linear time goes, you need to change the story within, in your mind. And as you are using your techniques, and that's fun, you can use all the techniques under the sun if it helps you. But those techniques are meant to help you change from within. And how do we know that we have changed from within? By what we are telling ourselves naturally. So what's going to happen is that first you are going to notice, you are going to start noticing what you've been telling in your mind naturally so far. And you will notice that most of the time it's negative and it's contradicting your desire. So every time you are going to catch yourself, you are going to stop yourself. You are going to shake yourself up and say, this is not who I am anymore. And you are going to start telling yourself a new story. And you are going to do it over and over until that new story becomes your natural inner conversation or your natural inner talking that will no longer contradict your desire, but rather helps you to deepen your desire fulfilled. And when you get there, you are finally going to change your 3D circumstances and going to manifest your desire. I hope this video was helpful, guys. Please, if it was, make sure you give it a thumbs up and comment if you can. You can ask questions in your comments as well. And be sure to subscribe and click on the bell to be sure that you have all the notifications that you need to have. And share this video if you can. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.